It is called the tourist capital of the whole Middle East, and it's one of the few areas in Abu Dhabi which is a freehold property for people to buy. We're looking at about 35,000 units that will be coming into the market in the next 4 years. Disney World is going to be operational in Yas Island. Yes, this is going to be the first Disney World in the world which is going to be on the water. Anji, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Yas Island. Yes, it is the tourist capital of GCC. In this video, I will give you all the details you need to know about Yas Island. So, Yas Island is basically in Abu Dhabi. It is called the tourist capital of the whole Middle East. In 2024, the tourists that we had in Yas Island were 38 million visitors. And if I have to tell you about the size of Yas Island, it's 25 square kilometers. So it is a very small island. Why is it entertainment capital of the Middle East? Because it has one of the most famous brands for family entertainment. So let's start off with F1 race. Let me just tell you one thing about the F1 race. Just to get a valet parking during the F1 race, it's going to cost you about 3,000 dirhams. If I talk about the apartments, the hotels that go for rent overnight during the F1 race, we're looking at somewhere around 45 to 55,000 dirhams per night on the F1 racetrack hotels. Now, moving forward, we talk about Yas Island a little further. We have the Ferrari World, we have Warner Brothers, and we have water park in it. So there is a lot of footfall in Yas Island. If we move forward, we talk about the strategic location about the Yas Island. It's about 10 to 12 minutes drive from the airport, and it's one of the few areas in Abu Dhabi which is a freehold property for people to buy. If we talk about the freehold property, we need to understand Abu Dhabi real estate was declared freehold in 2019. So if you compare this thing with Dubai, so Dubai was declared freehold in 2002 and Abu Dhabi is declared freehold in 2019. So the supply in Abu Dhabi is very limited. There are very few government developers, those who are scheduled, and they bring in very limited inventory into the market. Mainly the expats, those who live in Abu Dhabi, they are in oil and gas, they are in different industries, ADMG, it's like the Wall Street of Abu Dhabi. They have multiple hedge funds, those who have opened their offices in ADMG, they are on really high paying salaries. Now, moving forward for the supply and demand, it is a very important point. The supply and demand establishes the crucial fundamental factor for any investment. So in terms of supply, we're looking at about 35,000 units that will be coming into the market in the next 4 years. So there is a very, very low supply in the whole Abu Dhabi market. If you talk about the supply of Yas Island, to be exact, we have not more than 4,300 units in Yas Island itself. So the area surrounding the Yas Island, on the entry of Yas Island, is a really lucrative area to look into. Moving forward, the most important point as an investor you need to focus on is you need to compare the scenarios. Once you have the benchmarks that you can compare your scenarios with, it's pretty much easy for you to do the investment and do the financial forecasting. So by 2030 to 2033, Disney World is going to be operational in Yas Island. Yes, this is going to be the first Disney World in the world which is going to be on the water. It is going to have a lot of footfall. We are looking at about 39 million visitors. That's the forecast that we have by 2030 for Yas Island. Moving forward and looking into the Disney World and comparing it with Orlando, that is a really important proposition to look into. So any area you look into Orlando, close by the Disney World, we're looking at about $2,000 to $3,000 per night for an apartment on a rental. And that business goes on yearly basis. By the way, just to add up, last year we saw a 15% surge during the summer for the tourists in Yas Island. So all these things that I've told you are the fundamental factors. And apart from that, one of the major buyers in the Abu Dhabi market are the local buyers, those who live in Abu Dhabi. They mainly focus on villas, townhouses. The average rent, if you look into the area, is about 7 to 8%. So this is a little bit of overview that I wanted to get about Yas Island. I hope you have liked the video. Please do subscribe to the channel. If you have further questions you want to ask, feel free to contact me on my WhatsApp. I would love to assist you guys. Thank you very much.